Hey there, welcome to the channel. Today, we're hopping in our metaphorical time machine and setting the dial for 1906. Now you might be thinking, 1906? What's so special about that year? Well, my friend, buckle up because 1906 was a whirlwind of pivotal events, groundbreaking innovations, and the birth of some seriously influential figures. From natural disasters that reshaped cities to technological advancements that changed communication forever, 1906 was anything but ordinary. So grab your metaphorical pith helmets because we're about to embark on a journey through time. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the year 1906, a year packed with intriguing events that shaped our world. Let's get started. Our first stop takes us to the bustling city of San Francisco, a place brimming with life and the promise of a new century. It's April 18, 1906, just before dawn, and most San Franciscans are still asleep, unaware of the chaos that's about to unfold. At precisely 5:12 a.m., the Earth rumbles to life. A massive earthquake, estimated at a magnitude of 7.9, rips through the San Andreas Fault. Buildings sway violently, walls crumble, and the streets crack open like a shattered mirror. The quake itself lasts less than a minute, but the devastation is immediate and widespread. As the dust settles, the true horror of the disaster begins to emerge. Fires, sparked by ruptured gas lines and toppled stoves, rage through the city, fueled by the wooden structures of the time. Firefighters, their water mains broken by the quake, are left practically helpless against the inferno. For 3 days and nights the fires consume everything in their path, leaving behind a trail of ash and rubble. When the smoke finally clears, San Francisco, once a symbol of progress and prosperity, is left in ruins. The official death toll is recorded as over 3,000, but many historians believe the actual number to be much higher, with countless people missing and unaccounted for. Over 200,000 residents are left homeless, their lives upended in a matter of hours. The San Francisco earthquake was a stark reminder of the raw power of nature and the fragility of human life. But amidst the devastation, a spirit of resilience emerged. The people of San Francisco, though reeling from the disaster, wasted no time in rebuilding their city, brick by brick, dream by dream. The earthquake also served as a catalyst for advancements in seismology and urban planning. Scientists studied the fault lines, seeking to understand the forces that had unleashed such destruction, while engineers and architects rethought building designs, incorporating earthquake-resistant features. The San Francisco earthquake, though a tragedy of immense proportions, ultimately became a story of resilience, innovation, and the enduring human spirit. From the ashes of San Francisco, we turn our attention to a different kind of revolution, one that would forever change the way we communicate. While the world grappled with the news of the earthquake, a Canadian-American inventor named Reginald Fessenden was about to make history. On Christmas Eve of 1906, from a small experimental station in Brant Rock, Massachusetts, Fessenden achieved the unthinkable. He transmitted the first-ever radio broadcast intended for public reception. Imagine a world without radio, without the ability to instantly share news, music, and stories across vast distances. It's hard to fathom, isn't it? But that was the reality in 1906. Fessenden's broadcast was revolutionary. Using a high-frequency alternator of his own design, he transmitted his voice, clear and unwavering, through the airwaves. Ships at sea, equipped with early wireless receivers, were astonished to hear music, poetry readings, and even a biblical passage, all emanating from their devices. This groundbreaking moment marked the birth of radio as we know it. No longer was communication limited by wires and physical connections. The airwaves had come alive, carrying with them the potential to connect people across continents, to share information instantaneously, and to entertain and inform on an unprecedented scale. Fessenden's Christmas Eve broadcast was a pivotal moment in the history of communication, paving the way for the radio age and the countless innovations that would follow. In 1906, the vast expanse of the open ocean was a perilous place. Ships, often isolated for weeks on end, relied on rudimentary communication methods, leaving them vulnerable in times of distress. But in this year, a beacon of hope emerged from the world of maritime communication, the SOS distress signal. Prior to 1906, various distress signals were used at sea, leading to confusion and delays in rescue efforts. Recognizing the need for a universal and easily recognizable signal, an international conference convened to establish a standardized code. The conference adopted the sequence, in Morse code, transmitted as a continuous sequence without pauses between the letters, as the International Distress Signal. This simple yet effective combination of dots and dashes, easily transmitted and recognized even amidst interference, quickly became synonymous with maritime emergencies. The SOS signal, far from being an abbreviation for Save Our Ship or Save Our Souls as commonly believed, was chosen for its simplicity and distinctiveness in Morse code. The 3 dots, 3 dashes and 3 dots formed a pattern that was easy to remember and transmit, even under duress. The adoption of the SOS signal marked a significant step forward in maritime safety. It provided a standardized way for ships in distress to call for help, ensuring that their pleas would be understood regardless of language barriers or the nationality of potential rescuers. The SOS signal, a beacon of hope in times of peril, has saved countless lives since its inception, serving as a testament to the power of international cooperation and the importance of clear communication in times of crisis. From the high seas we shift gears to the open road where a different kind of excitement was taking hold, the birth of motor racing as we know it. In 1906, the very first Grand Prix, a spectacle of speed, skill and daring, captivated the world. The inaugural Grand Prix, held on a 103.6-kilometer, 64.3-mile circuit near Le Mans, France, was a far cry from the sleek, high-tech races of today. 32 cars, representing 12 different manufacturers, lined up at the starting line, their drivers and mechanics a mix of adventurers, engineers and daredevils. The cars themselves were rudimentary, open-topped machines with minimal safety features. Drivers, their faces covered in goggles and dust masks, braved bumpy roads, mechanical failures and the elements, all in pursuit of racing glory. The race was a grueling test of endurance, with drivers battling not only each other but also the limitations of their machines and the unpredictable elements. Tire punctures were common, engines overheated, and crashes were a constant threat. After 12 laps and over 12 hours of intense competition, the Hungarian Ferenc Széz, driving a Renault AK90 CV, crossed the finish line, claiming victory in the first-ever Grand Prix. The 1906 Grand Prix marked the beginning of a global phenomenon. It ignited a passion for motorsports that would only grow in the coming decades, paving the way for the Formula One World Championship and countless other racing series. As we journey through 1906, it's important to remember that amidst the groundbreaking events and technological advancements, a new generation was being born. A generation that would go on to shape the course of the 20th century. On February 4, 1906 in Breslau, Germany, now Wrocław, Poland, Dietrich Bonhoeffer, a theologian and anti-Nazi resistor, was born. Bonhoeffer's unwavering faith and courageous stand against injustice would make him a symbol of resistance against tyranny. Across the Atlantic, on December 9, 1906, Grace Hopper, a pioneering computer scientist and United States Navy Rear Admiral, was born in New York City. Hopper's groundbreaking work in computer programming would help usher in the digital age and transform the way we interact with technology. These two individuals, born worlds apart, represent the diverse talents and unwavering spirits of the generation that came of age in the shadow of World War I. Their stories, along with countless others, remind us that history is not merely a collection of dates and events, but a tapestry woven from the lives and legacies of extraordinary individuals. So there you have it, a glimpse into the tumultuous, innovative and ultimately unforgettable year that was 1906. From natural disasters that tested the human spirit to technological leaps that reshaped communication, from the birth of motor racing to the arrival of a generation destined for greatness, 1906 left an indelible mark on the world. As we've seen, history is not just a dry collection of facts and figures, but a vibrant tapestry woven from the threads of human experience. It's a story of triumph and tragedy, of innovation and resilience, of the moments that define us and the individuals who shape our world. Thanks for joining me on this journey through time. I hope you'll join me again as we continue to explore the fascinating stories that history has to offer. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey back to 1906, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating historical content. See you next time.